electric eyes. It doesn't mean that time can thicken every single breath. I want to unfreeze my heart and fly away. That's why I wanna save it. Your moons and craters. Sound waiting deep inside my maze of sweeping thrills and colors. Just a ray of light bathing me in drops of ink that gleams across my body. Wish you could unfreeze my heart and we could fly away. That's why I wanna say
What's up, people? Here is a little Hendrix for you. Music depression is a search in my soul. And I know what I want, but I just don't know. Music, sweet music, wish I could caress. Manic depression is searching my soul.
It's like Woodstock all over again.
It's kind of like having our own little party here every day. It's kind of like we have our own little
there's a
party.
whole party going on over there by himself over there.
I like it a lot. Anyway, you ready to wrap this all up with the pineal gland?
That's
What?
amazing.
What, the pineal gland?
No, the way you feed it light through your eyes so it stops secreting melatonin.
Interesting, right? So people who can't sleep, I'm going to ask our health expert over here, Jennifer Fider. People have a hard time sleeping that take melatonin. Is there a way to work with the pineal gland so you produce more melatonin? Or will we just continue
Keep your
to have
eyes
to take
closed.
supplements? Keep your eyes closed?
That's why people sleep with blinders.
Yeah.
I don't
That's
know
a metaphor for a whole
100%
nother
on that.
book.
It sounds like Michael has studied the pineal gland pretty extensively, but we do have a sleep patch that actually helps to increase melatonin naturally. So there's that, and you know.
Well, let's talk
it
about
just-
what we've got going on here, because everyone can, I don't know, you probably can't see this. This is my pain patch at the moment. Don't tell me, yes, I worked out, and so yes, I've aggravated it. But I'm going to continue to do that. So in the meantime, we just got to figure out how to get rid of some inflammation. Let's talk about the X39 and the Eon or Aeon.
It starts with an A, but it's pronounced Eon.
Oh, we're going to call you patches for lack of, but these are
Perfect.
energy type of patches? Because we're
They-
not injecting stem cells, right? They're not transdermal, because we know that doesn't work.
Nope. They are a wearable technology, and it is phototherapy. Been around for a long, long time, thousands of years. The concept is very similar to stepping out into the sun and getting, when the sun hits us, it activates our body to make vitamin D. So each of these patches, they're about the size of a quarter. They look like a little Band-Aid. And when you apply that to your skin, the infrared heat that we give off, hits that, and whatever frequency the patch is set to, it'll bounce back and activate a peptide. With the X39 that Dawn mentioned, that is the stem cell activation patch. It activates a peptide called GHK-Cu. It's a copper peptide, been studied for quite a few years as going in and activating, regenerating, and creating new stem cells. So they're our own stem cells. And
It just brings it back. It just brings it back to a different frequency. It brings it back to working so that these stem cells then begin to produce, because as we get older,
Sure.
it begins to sort of go downhill, right?
after age 35, we have about 50% of our stem cell activity. And by 60, 65, those little stem cells are tired. And it is because the copper peptide has slowed down in our bodies as well. So when we start giving the body what it needs, it can go back and take care of things. So with activating the stem cells, and the other thing that the copper peptide does is regenerates regenerates about a third of our genes and sets them to a younger state within 24 hours. So everyone's going to have a different
You're going
result.
to be like Benjamin Buttons. You're going to age backwards.
Well, and it also depends on the machine you're dealing with, because not every engine is the same either. Sometimes it takes a
Absolutely.
little bit longer.
I'm
sometimes-
impressed with it because I watched you on Monday pick up your pant leg. We're sitting right there. Pick up your pant leg and cross your leg. And I thought, I've never seen you do that before.
I
But
was
I've never
shocked.
seen you cross your legs. And then this
I was
morning you
shocked.
came in, you said, look what and you didn't do that. You were like, look what I can do.
I was shocked because my right knee is the one that they wanted to cut open, and I told them no. This is when I was catching. I was 23. That was a long time ago, and it's always been thick and stiff. And after a couple of days of wearing the patches, all of a sudden my leg can go anywhere I want, which is really, now you guys are used to doing that. You know, you put on your shoes, like he's sitting right there, Michael's sitting right there. That's easy for him to do. For me, on this leg, I could not do that until,
That's awesome.
which is really strange, because I sat in my car and I went, what just happened?
So what's the overall outcome that one would expect to get from using these patches? Because they look like patches, they're not injectable stem cells. So there's, because you and I covered a show that did that as well. We're not injecting anything. So
Nope.
is it going to help with inflammation? Could it potentially help with pain?
Yes. Yes. So there's over 100 clinical studies, and I believe he's getting close to 150 patents on this technology. And with the clinical studies, sleep, cellular energy, lowered inflammation, better recovery from exercise. I was just honestly listening to a talk on the way down here, and after about 6 weeks, the cardiovascular system is about 2 years younger. Or,
Wow.
it's increased. So it does help with cardiovascular,
Helps with blood flow? I'm assuming
Blood
it helps
flow.
cardiovascular.
Yes.
absolutely,
And
That would
like-
be everywhere,
everywhere, systemic throughout the
boys
body.
and girls.
Correct.
And like anything else, you have to eat correctly, because the food you eat, it's what's fueling the inflammation. I learned that the hard way.
Water.
And then you have to saturate yourself with water, because apparently when you take in all this water wearing the patches, you go to the bathroom and all of a sudden,
You saw me Tuesday, every 30
You wouldn't
minutes. It
stop.
was like,
and then you start noticing that the inflammation begins to change. And it's craziness, because we didn't even talk about all of that other stuff. I went to IHOP, and there's a gentleman in there that apparently knows you. And his name is Joe, and he had the patch on his back of his neck. And he says to me, Freddie, don't eat this. No, Freddie, don't. And then he started to feel what I was supposed to eat. And I asked him, and he gave me not one glass of water, 2. And he put lemon in each. And I don't even remember, I think I had a salad. Salads at IHOP are huge. And all of a sudden, things began to click. So it's not just wearing a patch. You sort of got to do a little bit more than that. A
Absolutely.
little exercise, a little stretching. I was told to stretch. I couldn't do this before. I couldn't even work my computers before, because my hands were so inflamed on my stuff. And all of a sudden, I don't have that problem. Now, I know that sounds trivial to a lot of people in here, because everybody could do this. Josh plays the guitar, but for a guy who couldn't do it, this is unbelievable. So I don't know what's in it. I'm just going to keep using it until I can't open and close my hands no more.
and you tell us for every decade you are old, a month
Correct.
before you would really see results?
Well, that's was the average time based on the clinical study that it took to get your cells into age reversal. Literally, on average, about every 6 months, your cells are 8 years younger. So,
Now I got to ask, the placement, what is it, the E?
The
A?
Eon?
The Eon, where you place it,
you can just call it the anti-inflammatory if you want.
I'm going to call it 1, and the other one will be 2.
Okay.
Because I can't remember all that. So where you place it, is it vital?
Not necessarily with that one. The X39 has 2 spots that they did the studies on, and one is on the back of the neck at C7, and the other was about 2 fingers below your belly button. It can be worn anywhere, as well as the Eon. If you are going to wear them together, they do work super synergistically together. Faster results. The X39 on the back of your neck, and then the Eon on your point of pain. So for you, Freddie, on your foot or on your knee, and that's where you said you've been wearing it.
Well, this is why I want to contact them, because Freddie used to get up in the morning. I used to crunch. You ever walk and your feet crunch because they're so tight and inflamed? So I put one on my high ankle, and all of a sudden the noise stopped. So I'm looking around and saying, what's different? And the noise stopped. And I just put it now on this foot, further north, further towards the toes, and they stopped. So I don't know. I wasn't part of the study. All I know is that for me, things are happening,
That's great.
which is really unusual because it's been such a short period
It's
of
a
time.
short period of time. But I had wonderful results really fast. I was in a lot of pain, and they helped me real fast. Another friend of mine is 72, and he's the first person I wanted on these patches well, there are two people in my life that I needed to share this with because they were in a pretty bad way. One has rheumatoid arthritis, but this other gentleman, he couldn't move his neck. He would have to turn his body. I want to bring him down here, maybe.
And now he moves his neck.
Now he can turn his neck.
It's amazing.
He has neuropathy in his feet. He's been on 9 different types of medication, a mixture of tramadol and gabapentin, and after 2 weeks, he was taking 1 to 2 pills, and now he just
the
takes
pain.
them when he needs them. After 2 months, he was told by his doctor that he could come off of his blood pressure medication. That was huge for him, absolutely huge.
Well, this is the
So
other thing.
again, and I'm not making any medical claims.
Right.
It just this is all basically up to your body to heal itself. And
Well,
when we
this is-
reset these genes, we don't know what's going to happen.
But this is the other thing I wanted to ask you, because all of a sudden my feet I feel the blood flowing through them. Now when you have
Cardiovascular.
neuropathy, they do the test because they want to see how much neuropathy, how much lost nerve stuff. Now we had a chiropractor the other day in here, and he explained neuropathy so crystal clear to me. But all of a sudden, even right now, I'm feeling my toes twinkle again. So I don't understand what's going on. It's kind of scary because I am on a blood pressure medicine because my doctor wanted to protect my arteries.
Absolutely.
So he put me on this thing and that's why I'm always warm. Dawn is always going, why are you so warm? It's the med and the metformin that I take. But I wanted to ask you, if you're taking these drugs, you should talk to your doctor before you use the patches?
Please. At least
Because
just let
things are
them
changing.
know. At least let them know that you are taking measures to improve your health, and one of them may need extra monitoring of your blood pressure and some monitoring and maybe adjustments of the medication, of the dose.
And let's look at the picture you have. So Katie, let's
I do have
zoom
some
in
visuals.
on that. She's going to see if we can zoom in on that.
Zoom in
you-
on that. There you go. No, the other way.
And specifically, I wanted to show this one right here of this lady. Her name is Mandy. So the stem cell activation patch has been out for about 2.5, maybe close to 3 years now. And she started at the very beginning. And on day one, here's her picture, and she did a really good job of making sure that each
down.
picture had the same lighting and looks exactly, the same expression on her face. And you can tell a huge difference between what it did after about 4 weeks, maybe 6 weeks.
Now,
The
did she put it on her
collagen.
face?
What's that?
Did you put it on her face?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Same
Nope.
area.
You don't need to put it on your face. It really starts to kick up the production of collagen and elastin. Here's another one, and you might be able to get a little better view of this, Katie. This was a gentleman, George. He had 15 stitches. Can you see that okay?
Yep.
He had 15 stitches after hitting his head on a granite countertop.
That must have hurt.
It took him 7 weeks, and you can barely see that there's anything there. You can see how bad the bruising was, and he's got patches on his face on that day one, and lessening after 2 weeks, and then after 7 weeks, it's pretty much gone.
Wow.
I know I feel like this is a little bit small, but this bottom left one over here is a gentleman who had herniated discs. I'm so sorry, it was bulging discs. In November of 2018, here's his MRI. By April of 2020, they're gone. Gone.
When was the diagnosis?
November 2018 to April 2020 , so like
Without
a year and a
surgery.
half. Gone.
The picture on the top, the gentleman with I don't know if it's a man or a woman.
The hair?
scalp, the hair?
Copper peptide, that is one of the benefits of getting that copper peptide back up and running is hair regrowth and then darkening. So
Better than Rogaine.
So I don't know much about Rogaine. I mean, I know it does regrow hair, but
So it grows hair. Wow.
yes. But
Can you imagine
so-
wearing this and using Rogaine? Then you get an afro in like 3 weeks.
Can you imagine what you're going to look like in 6 weeks?
So
I have an interesting story of a friend on Facebook. She lived in California, and her oncologist gave those patches to wear during her cancer treatment.
wait, what? These
Sounds like you,
patches?
Katie. Wait,
Yeah,
what?
those patches in California.
When did they
And
give
what
it to her?
happened?
They give
Her
us a free
oncologist
that's good.
gave her those patches to wear during her cancer treatment. She's
Yeah.
wearing those patches.
And
She's feeling fine. I mean, she's going through cancer treatment, but her oncologist gave her the patches.
that's awesome. Super glad to hear that.
That's amazing. And what did they tell her? Why to use it?
That's to help her restore her body. You know, she's got cancer. She's going through cancer treatment.
You know, it's really funny because everybody is going to react differently to the patches. You know, maybe if I give it to another diabetic and he has neuropathy, it may not have any effect. Maybe there's something else going on in his body because disease breeds disease, and sometimes the outcome isn't what you think it is. So it's not a
Were
guarantee.
you as tired yesterday after Sarah?
No,
I was. I went home and did how many loads of laundry?
I wasn't tired at all. I could have done editing. That's the other thing that happens is that we were doing so
Energy.
much work. All
And
of a
you're
sudden,
happier. Positivity is increased.
well, you know, blood flow is a little important. If you get blood flowing and you feel your feet, it sort of changes your life a little bit.
Nice.
And it feels good. And I woke up this morning, and it's funny, you ever get out of bed and you say, okay, let me make sure this is working, make sure this is working, and I do this, and then I walk, and I'm listening for the sound, and it ain't there. I go, yeah, this is pretty good.
Fantastic.
It's pretty cool to be able to do that. And again, I just repeat, diet is important, moving your flexibility is important.
Absolutely. Water, being hydrated is essential. These are conducted through the body via healthy, plump, hydrated cells. So definitely water.
Well-
And just to touch on like where it goes, the stem cells that are activated are pluripotent, so they will go to the point of highest inflammation in your body. We might think it's our knee or our foot or our point of pain, when actuality it might be addressing your brain or your heart or another vital organ that down the road would present a problem. So it's going to fix whatever your body needs fixing first.
How do people get in touch with you?
So my name is Jennifer Fighter. Were you gonna, Katie, do you have the?
I'll put it up.
Anybody has a lower
Right,
third?
I got it.
You got it?
I wanted to just send out my, my email address is jenfighter, okay, jenfighter@gmail.com, and just in the subject line, put, yes, I want younger stem cells. Otherwise, you can reach me via mobile 561-254-2028.
Or just say yes.
And just say
We'll know.
yes.
We'll know the answer. Just say yes. All right, we're going to take
If
a
you do have
commercial-
questions, anything, yes.
We're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, we got a game to play.
A game.
Yes.
What game is
Apparently, they're up and rolling. Seems our internet is back. So stay tuned. More to come, and we'll be right back.
Creative, enchanting, whimsical. Artist Gina Bella is always creating artwork based on real stories and emotions, expressed through Italian papers, paints, flowers, metals, and clay. Her feelings and stories come to life. Complete with glittery diamond dust over paintings and pottery, Gina Bella is always creating new pieces and commissions. You can find her work in staging homes, family Christian bookstores, New Jersey boutiques, and the Brooklyn Cafe Gallery, where she offers personal guided tours of her latest art pieces. Gina can also be found hosting weekend art camps, where she teaches adults and children pottery, painting, and jewelry. For more information on Gina Bella and her art, contact livinglifeartfully@gmail.com or give a call to 954-857-5444. We hope you're enjoying this episode of the Brooklyn Cafe TV show. Whether you enjoy watching in the mornings or afternoons, you can now watch with your favorite merchandise. Choose from the Brooklyn Cafe t-shirts, ranging from sizes small to 3XL. Colors available include black, dark heather, and navy. Feeling chilly? Just check out our latest hoodie with over 9 colors to choose from. Sip on some Brooklyn Cafe coffee with Dawn and Freddie in a matching mug as seen on set. Brooklyn hats and special seasonal items are always popping up and available upon request. To purchase, you can visit our online store at brooklyncafe.tv/shop. Happy shopping!
Coffee News is a fun, family-friendly weekly publication provided free to restaurants, coffee shops, and waiting areas for customers to enjoy. Grow your business today through the power of effective, affordable advertising. Coffee News is an active marketing medium specializing in the ongoing weekly promotion of your business. This builds awareness for your company so you become known as the leader of your industry and develop brand awareness so people think of you first when they want your services or products. Maximize your visibility and achieve outstanding results. For more information on Coffee News, contact Sunrise Coffee News at mail.com or give them a call at 954-951-7870.
Ever needed a good read? Maybe a book to keep your mind off things. Frank A. Ruffalo is an internationally known author and accomplished screenwriter. He's written many successful novels with amazing stories. Fiction adventures like The Lady of the Harbor, The Trihedral of Chaos, Gabriel's Chalice, 10048, and many more. For more information, visit www.frankaruffalo.com or you can find Frank Ruffalo on Amazon.
Bright, bold, beautiful. Audrey Omar creates artwork pieces that make a statement in any room. Using ethically sourced material, these handmade artworks are made in collaboration with Divine Higher Power. This unique method gives vision, passion, and energy to every piece. Find Audrey Omar's work at the Brooklyn Cafe Studios or audreynow.com. Audrey Omar, art that opens the heart.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Did any of you watch the movie Elvis? Has anybody? They're giving it on HBO.
Yes, they did. Someone in there
It's
watched
on
it.
HBO already.
Wow.
Which is fast. I watched that. I didn't realize that Elvis, that his music came from Memphis. And the whole Elvis story was about how he grew up. And, you know, they didn't want him to wiggle. That's why they drafted him.
So he wouldn't wiggle?
No, because he went against those powers that be.
He and Muhammad Ali, right?
And that's right. That's how they got rid of you. You know, when you see the movie, you're gonna understand what this means.
I saw the movie.
So did you like it?
There was a lot that was left out.
Let's do a quad.
First of all, the whole Ed Sullivan Show thing, which started his career,
Right.
which really put him on the map,
was like the focal point of his career. And the whole controversy with the cameras couldn't show him below the waist.
Right.
They didn't want to see him gyrating and everything else. I mean, that was the big controversy.
But that was true, that they didn't want to show him below the waist. Because they didn't want him to do what he was doing.
Like
They wanted
Idra
to stop
Medini,
that.
right? She couldn't show her belly button.
Barbara Eden, they stopped the show because they show her belly button.
So I've got some old school.
Well, years ago in Hollywood, when they were doing scenes, you couldn't be in the same bed, and you had to have one foot on the floor while they were shooting.
I got to tell you, they probably had something. We should go back to that idea.
I think we should.
Do you
Absolutely.
remember Hill
It's too woke today. Too much
We'd all
woke.
get a whole lot more sleep.
Do you remember Hill Street Blues?
Sure.
The series Hill Street Blues?
Yeah.
They were the first company on ABC. I'll never forget this. They showed the Derriere on TV.
Yep.
And they
But
got
that was a
fined.
big deal, wasn't it?
They got fined $250,000 for the 3-second, 5-second clip, and they didn't care. And they showed it. That was a very big deal.
Yeah,
I
she was
like-
she came out of the shower with a towel around her, and I remember that
and
scene.
it fell off.
Yeah.
And they showed it on TV. I went, ah! I was a kid. Hill Street Blues started that whole nonsense.
All right, so we've got a game to play. 2022 National Toy Hall of Fame finalists. So these are some old school toys that are going into the Hall of Fame.
Which, oh, wow. Okay.
Right? So they're going to put up some pictures, and maybe you guys can pop it up with the quad, perfect, and see who can guess. Some of these are easy. Some of them, guess that toy.
Hall of
So
Fame.
these are the finalists going into the Hall of Fame.
I had one of those.
Oh, that was a musical top.
Musical
yeah,
top.
It lit up. I remember that.
Forget
I
what
had
it was
one of those.
The
called.
Simple Toys. You forgot what it was called?
Yeah.
The top.
It was just called
Musical
the
top.
Right? You would pump it and let
It
it
was
go.
spin.
Let it go
Yeah.
and spin. Some of them
I remember
had, some
that,
of them
yeah.
made
It
was
noise, some of them had
metal.
lights.
It had
Lights.
lights around it. Yeah.
I had one lights. My brother gave it to me.
Mine was metal.
Really?
Yes, they have those too.
And they made some of
Yeah.
them made this high pitched noise.
That's going into the Hall of Fame? That was the
Maybe it's
stupidest
a
toy I
finalist.
read.
You know who
Let's see.
invented the hula hoop?
Who?
A guy who lives right here in Boca. His name is Martin Greenhut. He also invented Mr. Potato Head. That's his claim to fame.
Ah.
He was
remember that.
he was working as
Yeah.
a salesman for a barrel company, and he saw the workmen outside on their lunch hour were using the hoops, the steel hoops around a barrel around their waist like a hula hoop. And he said, "Gee, that would be good." And so he tried designing it first with a piece of garden hose. That didn't work because it wasn't stiff enough. And then next thing you know, he patented
Busted
it.
it.
You know the guy?
Yeah, well,
should
he's
bring him in?
long gone. No,
Oh, he's alive? Let's go to the
No,
grave.
Marty died
I
about,
would've
gosh,
brought
probably
him
7,
in
8
here.
years ago. When I
That's
knew
a
him, he was
trip.
80 when I met him.
my
yeah.
All right, see the next one.
God, bingo.
Bingo.
Oh, my God.
That was easy.
What else? They're gonna keep sliding over.
Oh,
What the
Paint
hell
by
is that?
numbers, I guess. I don't know.
no, it was those
What's that,
toy
fake
horses.
horses?
Yeah.
That's going into the Hall of Fame? Nah.
No, I don't think so. I think Breyer horses.
Breyer horses.
I don't know what Breyer horses are.
They were
Anyone
just
remember
like,
the
they were
Breyer
like
horses?
about this high.
Yeah, they bring in the beer.
They were just
No.
toys.
They're just plastic horses.
Nah.
I
I
don't
might
remember
I
those,
might
yeah.
have had one. Oh, this I had. I think. What is that?
I don't
never
know what
played
that
it.
Parcheesi? No, what is
No,
that?
that's not Parcheesi. I don't know what
I
that is.
don't know what that is. No, not
Phase
trouble.
10?
What's it called?
Catan.
Never heard
Never
of
heard
it.
of it.
Never heard of it.
Christine, never heard of it? Yeah, I've heard of it. Never heard of that one either.
Never heard of that one. That one's a finalist because nobody ever played it.
Oh, that's a classic.
Glow,
Ah,
something
yes.
glow.
Like
Never-
Yeah, light brights.
Light
yeah.
brights.
Light bright.
Never got one.
Brights. That
My
was
mother said
great.
no. Not said no to
Stepping
me.
Yeah,
on
she's
those?
afraid you're going to chew on the pieces and swallow them.
No,
Not
she
ready.
says you're not an artist. Don't worry about
Stepping on those like stepping on Legos.
Light bright.
it. Lego.
Step
Light
on
bright,
those
all right.
light bright.
That was fun. That one. My cousin. I had
He-Man!
these. I had the blue guy.
You
No, I
did?
had the guy next to the blue guy.
Freddie, you know
was
what?
it?
You know
Something the Barbarian.
You know what's not in the Toy Hall of Fame? It should make it. It should be number 1. The Spalding ball.
Oh yeah, we talked about that. This is Spalding. We should bring them down.
You know
To
who?
me, like-
You know how that ball got started? That was
How?
it's in my business book. That's the greatest out of the box thinker in the world. Greatest turning lemons into lemonade. The Spalding ball originally was a tennis ball that wouldn't hold the fuzz.
It wouldn't hold a fudge.
So they were throwing them in another barrel, because for some reason the glue didn't stick to some of them, and somebody realized, hey, these things are high bounces. Why don't we sell them by themselves?
Wow.
It was the best toy you could buy for a quarter.
Spalding, man. Spalding. What is this? This is the Nerf gun.
No, that's Super Soaker?
No, new
Nerf.
Nerf.
Nerf gun.
Nerf.
I had one of these Nerf.
They're
Nerf
already going
toys.
into
Remember
the
the
Hall
Nerf
of Fame,
football?
huh?
Nerf
Nerfs, they
football.
still make
Nerf
those, right?
baseball. The Nerf football was the best on the beach because you didn't want to mess up a good leather ball.
Phase 10 card game. You remember that, Katie?
Uno.
Phase 10.
No,
Uno
phase
champion
10.
right here, baby. I play this every night.
Uno.
Uno.
It's phase 10.
No, it's phase 10.
Phase 10?
Yeah, that's
But I don't know
what
what
it
that
started
is.
at, but it's Uno. You see the 3/4 and the half, I never saw those cards in my
I
life.
guess it's a math game. I don't know
The
that one
hell
either.
was that?
See, these are the finalists. That's a classic.
That's a piñata.
Pinatas.
Never had a piñata either.
Seriously?
No.
I used to hit my brother with a stick and say,
Oh my
Dentist
gosh.
delight. More candy comes
"Cough
out
up
of
the
that, more
candy,
cavities.
damn it."
Pound puppies.
Brown puppies.
Oh my gosh.
What the hell is that?
Stuffed
That's a
puppies.
toy? You
Remember
got
like
one
the
of
pet rock? That was a thing also when I was growing up.
A pet rock. My mother used to
A
say,
pet rock. And
What
you would
is this?
buy them.
my mother used to say, go outside, get your own pet rock.
Pet rock. These are the pound puppies.
Why you gonna buy a pet rock?
I don't know. Any others? Oh, that you love.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
this. Thing.
spirograph.
Right.
Those are only meant for the artists. Juji had one of these, not me. I didn't know how to work that. Now, what about the click clack?
What's that?
Click clack.
Oh,
Click clacks?
God. Those were dangerous, remember?
Yes, they were.
Oh, man.
Click clacks. See,
They
you
would
know,
shatter.
Frank, you remember click clacks? Yeah, no, not with the paddle. The click
No,
clacks.
they
It was
were- they were
two
two-
plastic balls with a string. You used
Yeah,
to go
you
like
click
this.
them this way.
My God, the black and blues on the
How
arm
many
were
kids came home with
ferocious.
broken noses and black and blue
And black
eyes?
eyes.
Yeah.
You never had a click clack?
Me,
It was the
no.
best toy ever made.
Big wheels.
No, that was
Light bright.
How about one of the
Spirograph.
dangerous toys that ever made? Remember the lawn darts?
Oh, lawn darts, yeah.
We didn't have a lawn. We only had cement.
Lawn
We
darts.
couldn't play with that.
Now you go up on a roof, Tar Beach.
Yeah, Tar Beach.
Tar Beach. Wow, that's a throwback. Tar Beach. Cops used to chase us off the roof.
Kids today don't know what Tar Beach is.
Oh,
They
yeah.
have no idea.
They don't even know what stickball is.
They don't know what stickball is. It's stoop ball. They don't know any of that.
You ask them what
They
a
don't know
three sewer man was.
That's right. Now you can hit a ball 3 stools, you were good.
We couldn't play stickball in the streets after 4 o'clock on Friday afternoon because my mother needed a broom handle back to
She
do the
needed it
kitchen
back?
floor.
That used to happen. Juju used to break the handle and say, "Mom, somebody broke the broom," and then take it. He used to stand it
Yeah,
up.
used
and
to
use
yell,
it.
car! Everybody get off the fine. Car
When
go
you
by,
play
go back in the
stickball,
street.
if you caught it off a car, it's still in play, right? It was an out.
Yeah, it's-
Right.
yeah.
And if it hit the roof, you were out. If it went on the roof, because somebody had to go get it. We used to go into the sewers. There were balls down there because nobody wanted to go get them. We used to hold Judy by his feet. He used to bring out all the balls. We used to clean them up and use them. They weren't as good as the new ones, but
All the old school things you remember.
we didn't have any money. So we had to find ways of getting Spaldings.
Did you have fun? Creative thinking. I
We
was
used to
reading.
make scooters out of our skates. Remember those?
Yeah.
With the milk
Yes.
crate?
Remember the scooter, the skates with the key?
Yeah, we used to take the skates apart, put them on a 2x4, put a milk crate in the front.
You had a
and scooter.
2x4.
Wow.
Remember playing ice hockey with the skates in the projects we used to play?
We played polo in the schoolyards on our bicycles with croquet mallets and a Spalding ball.
You did that?
I swear
Man,
to God.
that's
is-
high end though.
that's
Yeah,
high
you
end.
need
That
a
was high
bike,
end,
you
yeah,
need a
'cause
croquet
that's
mallet.
uptown.
That's
I'll
high
never
end. I
forget
didn't have any of
We were
that.
playing polo on our
That's way up.
bicycles.
That's uptown. You're
That's
uptown.
uptown.
Yeah.
He's with Willie Mays and them guys play stick
Nah,
with
that
two bounces.
Interesting. All right, you ready to wrap this up, Batman?
Wow, what a throwback lane.
Good day for you.
It's good. It's fun to relive these things. I wanted to play stickball here, because we used to play stickball and the game used to go on for days sometimes. It depends who you were playing. And I wanted to teach them, and I have a stickball bat and a Spalding somewhere in this studio. We brought it
I think
from.
the
How about,
Spalding
well,
is
how about
back-
kick the can? You play that out here.
No, that was
And
before
then
my
he talks
time.
about Scully's.
Yes.
Remember Scully's?
No, and
Scully's, yeah.
We used to take it off the chairs in schools and fill them with crayons. Remember that? And we used to play out of town and all that.
You melted the crayons in it?
I didn't. Juji did all that. I was the good guy. I used to play. But we should play stickball. You should teach them how to play stickball or pitching in. Is there a wall anywhere in Florida? Because everything here is flat.
A
Never
wall?
mind wall. You can't find a stoop. How do you play stoop ball?
Off the curb.
3-box baseball. There's
Off the curb.
There's no, yeah, off the curb. You need more than the curb.
You're going to need a few balls because it's going to go in that direction. But is there a wall to play pitching in? Remember pitching in?
We got
Can we find a
Garage
racquetball court, and then where it's like on those walls, and you can just like stay in there?
No, you need an old handball court.
Ah.
Can't we
Just
decide
a flat
building?
wall.
Just a flat wall, or any flat wall in the building, flat wall.
But you need a lot of room
Well,
behind
you
it
need
because some
room
guys can
because when you hit the ball,
hit a
you
hell
gotta
of a
get it.
ball.
Yeah,
You gotta
you
catch
need
it.
a flat wall and an open field.
There is no flat wall in Florida? Come on.
In an open field. Schools.
Do
Somewhere
they
in
have
schoolyard.
schools with a yard? Do they have yards here with schools?
Sure.
Yeah, but now you
But
can't
now
even.
security, you can't get into
You
the
can't even
school,
go
so-
to the. You can't even go to the park anymore
They're
if you don't have a kid.
closed. The schoolyards have padlocks on them. They're afraid kids are going to fall and scrape their knees and sue the school district. Come on.
It's crazy.
You can't go to
Ridiculous.
the park if you don't have a kid. Did you see the new law?
Yeah.
You
Seriously?
can't go to the park if you don't have a kid.
Come on.
You got to have a child with you. It's
You gotta have a child.
price
with
of
you.
admission is a child, yeah. So the people are borrowing their neighbors' kids, you know.
Says, can I borrow your kid for an hour? I want to go run.
That's crazy.
No, they're trying to stop drug paraphernalia and stuff being sold in parks. It's a true law.
Wow. Wow.
I can't believe I can't find a wall. I gotta look for a wall. And a building, a mall. Oh, maybe a mall. I'll get chased out of there by the cops.
Maybe I should cut you off of your patches.
But this is what it's all
You
about.
see that?
We grew up with this stuff. We weren't getting in trouble and nothing. Now so you're just playing pitching in. Then they taught me how to play with sponge balls. Do you know what a sponge ball is?
Yeah.
Like a Nerf ball?
You see, they don't know what a sponge ball is. And you have to buy 4 or 5 because it doesn't last.
They don't
9
last long.
innings.
They fall apart.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I did. We
Or
would
a
pick
wiffle
them
ball.
apart. A wiffle ball. Those are hard, though, right?
They
Wiffle
got-
ball, you want to, have you played pickleball lately?
No, but I heard it's a great
Let
game.
me tell you. It's not a,
Is it?
it's a fun game. It's hard though. Because
It's
you
hard.
expect the ball to bounce towards you, it doesn't. It just
doesn't.
dies right there. You
And
got to
they
go
tell me
running after it.
one of the highest injury rate in
That's right.
pickleball.
You want to see the
Knees,
you want to see the
Achilles.
knee injuries? Falling on my knees?
Knees, Achilles, yeah, because apparently there's a lot more cutting because the court is smaller. So
Well, it's
people
not
are-
that. You anticipate the ball bouncing towards you, and all
And
of a
it
sudden
doesn't.
it doesn't. You go running for it,
Right on
and you
your
don't
face.
realize it, and you fall right on your.
They tell me knees and Achilles. One of the
Wiffle
same-
ball. There are leagues now in the country. You ever seen some of these wiffle ball pitchers?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God! I mean, I played a lot of wiffle ball, but I couldn't do what they do now. The ball goes like this, and lands in this basket and is a strike, and you're standing there going, how can you hit that?"
You, Josh, are military. All right, let's
No,
wrap this up.
everybody plays.
I'm a professional wiffle ball pitcher.
Are you?
I can make that thing drop.
All right. So assignment is we're going to put a baseball field in the parking lot,
Oh, you're done.
and we're going to play wiffle
You're
ball.
done.
Me and you, buddy.
Okay.
I got you, buddy.
More
I'm gonna show you
patches
old
covered.
school
Okay.
stuff, and I'm gonna tell you everything goes. That's all I gotta say.
You ready to wrap this up?
Whatever that means.
All right, more to come. Have a great Thursday
I don't
afternoon.
know.
For more information, all the books, you can check out Amazon for Frank A. Ruffolo or Michael Solomon or their websites. And for Jennifer Fighter, just type yes. Send her an email to jenfighter@gmail.com. More to come. We got Editor's Desk. You got Thursday night, and we've got J.C. Dreesen in the house, and then Night Train with
CC.
C.C. Clevenger. So a lot more coming out of the studio. Have a great day. Stay dry. We'll see you tomorrow. 9 a.m.
And don't be late.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.